We've all been there, sitting in silence, trying to meditate, when suddenly our brain decides it's the perfect time to remember that embarrassing thing we did in third grade. So, what does it actually mean to empty your mind without feeling like you've misplaced your sanity? Let's dive in. Mindfulness, what is this sorcery? Mindfulness is essentially the fine art of paying attention on purpose without immediately spiraling into existential dread. It's about being fully present in the moment rather than mentally replaying awkward conversations or pre-planning your grocery list while pretending to listen to your friend's story. In short, mindfulness is not about having no thoughts, it's about not letting your thoughts drag you around like an overly enthusiastic dog on a leash. Why do the Buddha and other spiritual leaders insist on this? Because they know something we don't. Most of our mental suffering comes from attachment to our thoughts. The Buddha, along with countless metaphysical thinkers, understood that our minds are like hoarders' houses, cluttered with unnecessary fears, desires, and anxieties. By emptying it, or at least tidying up a bit, we create space for peace, clarity, and maybe even a little enlightenment. Or at the very least, we stop arguing with people in our heads. The benefits of taking out your mental trash are numerous. Inner peace, less stress, more Zen-like awesomeness, clarity, because making life decisions without mental fog is kind of useful. Improved focus, no more jumping from one thought to another like a squirrel on espresso. Better sleep, your brain finally shuts up at night instead of hosting a TED Talk at 3 a.m. Emotional balance, fewer emotional roller coasters, more steady cruising. How on earth do you actually empty your mind? Ah, the million-dollar question. If simply telling your brain to shut up worked, we'd all be monks by now. But don't worry, there are ways to do it without moving to a mountaintop. Meditation, yes, but hear me out. You don't have to sit in perfect lotus pose for hours. Just 5 minutes of observing your breath can work wonders. And no, you're not failing if thoughts pop up, that's normal. Just let them pass like clouds. Breathing techniques. Try the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. It forces your brain to focus on something other than tomorrow's to-do list. Mindful activities. Washing dishes, walking, or even sipping tea can become a form of meditation if you pay attention to what you're doing instead of thinking about what's next. Laugh it off. Sometimes you just need to laugh at the absurdity of your own thoughts. If your mind tells you, "What if I never find my purpose?" Try responding with, "What if I become an astronaut instead?" The key is to not take every thought so seriously. Journaling. Dump your thoughts on paper. Get all the mental clutter out of your head and onto a page. It's like spring cleaning for your brain. Let go. This is the ultimate trick. Understand that thoughts come and go, but you don't have to engage with every single one. Let them float by like leaves in a stream. Final thoughts before we empty them. Emptying your mind isn't about getting rid of all thoughts, it's about not letting them run the show. With practice, you'll create more mental space for clarity, peace, and maybe even a few moments of actual silence. And if all else fails, just remember, your thoughts are like Wi-Fi signals. Just because they're there doesn't mean you have to connect to every single one. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Mind Ascend. Thank you for watching. Awaken, align, ascend, and remember, keep your frequency high and your mind ascended.